Hey guys, like yesterday, I'm doing the thing where I use a background for my intro and outro. Sorry, I just lowered down my music. I have an AirPod in. Yeah, but I saw instead of just doing a boring background, I'd use photos that I've taken over the last year or so. Um, this is one of them. I took it not far from here actually. I think just outside. Yeah, there's just wall. Yeah, there was just this wall and some nice buildings, and I thought, oh, this would be a nice type of photo. And this is kind of my style of photo, like blurred in the background with like a foreground that is in focus. So yeah, I just took it on my phone. I mean, I didn't like use a camera or anything, but my phone's camera is pretty good. So, I like this photo. I hope you guys do too. And for yesterday's question, I said I'd have flying or to control like matter, but I'd also take super speed because one, I love the Flash, and two, because everything would be so much more simple, right? Like I'd heal faster, I'd be faster. I'm not athletic at all. I'd do my homework faster. I'd learn like I could stop like I could go so fast that I'm learning faster. After it would be calming. Sorry, I'm eating my dinner. This is rude. Anyways, let's just start. I don't know. Light and Darkness 3. Chapter 3. After Chad spent some more minutes with Marinette, he went home, or the place he called home. Adrian grew up on the streets. His parents died when he was young. A man named Fu took him in when he was 6. Fu raised him well. When he got to his house, there was a girl named Chloe who welcomed him. She was the same age as him. 2 years later, a girl named Dahlia, and 6 months after that, Nino. They were all within a year of each other's age. They were like siblings, except Chloe sometimes crushed on Adrian. Nino and Alia were a couple. When they turned 15, he gave them Miraculous. They had been the heroes for almost 3 years, protecting the city from Hawkmoth. How much they wanted to catch him. How much they wanted a clue. Adrian got home a little late. "Where have you been, Adrian?" Fu asked with a serious expression. Adrian's siblings behind him. "I was meeting a friend. I'm fine," he reassured. "Transformed? You met a friend while transformed. Who is it?" Master Fu asked. "A girl. Her name is Marinette. She's kind and I'm not going to stop going," he said, afraid he'd have to stop. "All right. Just tell us next time," Fu said, seeing that Adrian was bent on seeing her. "Thank you, Fu," he said, retreating to his room. A smile grew on his face. Marinette stayed on the roof and made Tiki again. She liked Tiki a lot. She was sweet and would be by Marinette. They talked before Marinette fell asleep. A servant of her father flew to talk to her and talked to her. "Your father has called for you, mistress. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. He wants an update." The servant went to her home. Oh no, that was her time to meet her kitty. She had no choice. Her father was not one to be challenged. She left a page of her sketchbook on the roof with the note, "My father has called me. I'm sorry, kitty. I'll try and come back soon. Today." Marinette arrived at her home and walked straight to her father's office. "Yes, father?" "How is it going out there, child? Are you managing okay? Have you been caught?" he asked, expressionless as usual. "I'm enjoying it. I hide on a roof. No one has found me. I have studied the techniques and taken notes on them. Here you go, father." She handed him the sketchbook. "Good. You may leave. Stay out until further notice." She bowed and left. She went back happy. She transformed and hoped he would still be on the roof. She forgot she was transformed after the good news. She could stay longer than she thought. "What the heck? Who are you?" "Anakuma," he said. She took the charm off her bracelet. "No, not Anakuma. It's just me, kitty." She sat next to him. "How is that possible? You were okay?" "I don't understand," he said, sitting next to her. "I'd rather not talk about it." "I have some great news. I get to stay longer," she smiled. "I have good news too. My guardian said I could keep meeting you." She stood up and hugged him. "I've never been happier," she whispered. He just hummed in approval. They sat back down. "Did I do something wrong, princess?" he asked. He was confused. No, of course not. What makes you think that? She asked, just as confused. It's just you don't tell me about your home life that much, he said. I trust you, but I can't. I can't, even if I want to. You'll stop seeing me and I'll be alone. She finally revealed her fear. I won't ever stop seeing you. Don't you dare think that, he assured her. Okay, one day I'll tell you. One day soon. I just can't. Not yet, she said, putting her head in her favorite spot, on his shoulder, his comfortable, loving shoulder. After a while, he had left again. Marinette played with her powers, making things from the new memories that had formed over the last few days. Kwamis, people, animals, plants, a lot of things. She got better at controlling it. She figured when her nerves were relaxed and she was not in a state of stress, she could do more. She learned to teleport small things. She learned to make multiple Kwami-like creatures at once. She learned to do a lot. One day she was a little reckless. She ended up making things at the wrong time. Chat Noir was going to scare her, but instead he saw her making a creature? How? How did you do that, princess? He asked. She looked behind her. The memories. I saw a creature like this and I just made it. I don't know how, she answered. She looks just like my Kwami. She looks like a red and black spotted plague, he commented, eyes full of confusion as he went closer to admire the little creature. What is a Kwami? What is a plague? She asked. She had recognized the term, but not more than that. He's a small black being like that. He gives me the suit, he explained. I need you to come with me. You have to meet someone, even if I get in deep trouble for this. Please, trust me enough to follow me to my home, he said. Where is it? Why? When? I have too many questions right now. I do trust you, she answered. Now, in a cabin in the woods where I live. You need to meet my guardian, he said, putting his hand out for her to grab. I can travel myself, you know, she transformed. He jumped back in surprise. It's still me. I'm not going to do anything, she smiled. Sorry, I just need to get used to that. Follow me. With that, he led her to the woods. The forest was on the other side of the city, close to the place she called home. Time to get some answers. And that is where we're going to end chapter 3. Now, on to my outro and question of the day. This picture. I'm just going to give a quick explanation. I'll try and do that for most of the pictures. This picture was taken in Thailand. We went to an island last year's summer and the 2019 summer before COVID and all. An island in Thailand called Koh Samui. It was really beautiful. We rented this little cabin kind of thing and had an infinity pool, and it was me, my parents, my 2 brothers, and my uncle tagged along. He's super fun. We obviously really wanted him to come and he agreed. Lucky us. Because he's a very fun type of person, you know, like football fields and that. I think maybe I talked about it yesterday, but if you haven't seen yesterday's, wait, that was part 2. I'm assuming you saw it. Yeah. Did I talk about it yesterday? I don't know. Yeah, but my uncle's a very fun guy, and yeah, I really miss him. Speaking of, I'm going to get to see him in the winter, and that brings me to my question. Next break, so for, I don't know how it works in different countries and different schools and all, but in the UAE and in private schools, winter break's coming. So I think that happens around the world, but if I'm honest, I've never lived anywhere else, so I really hope I'm not sounding oblivious or spoiled or anything like that, but yeah, I just don't know. So yeah, winter break will be, it's kind of weird. I'll have 1 week off of school for separate reasons. I don't even know them. Then we'll go back to school for a week, and then there's a 3-week break. But instead, my parents were super nice about it, saying, like, you know, that week in between, kind of no point in that. We know that you guys are smart and you can catch up, and if you really want to, you can do online learning. Obviously, who would say yes to that? So no, not gonna do that, but I should be good, so I'm not too worried about that. Anyway, so if you guys do have a break, I hope you do, or next break, or whatever you guys want, where are you gonna go? If you're gonna go to like your grandparents' house in the city or state or wherever you live, or is it gonna be like, you know, out of the country or like far away, or all those different type of things. For me, winter break, I'm going to go a whole month and then come back a week before school starts to, get back into schedule and all. So I'm going to go from the 30th of November to the 30th of December. And I'm so excited because it's going to be freezing cold and I love cold. And yeah, I'm going to go to Pakistan for 30 days, which is going to be awesome, obviously. I love that place. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't love where all your family lives and where it's all green and like there's mountains everywhere and it's cold and I mean, you can honestly have your own opinions about that kind of stuff, but that is my ideal and perfect place to spend my winter. I hope you guys like the photos. Yeah, that's something new. If you guys want me to just put backgrounds, it's fine, but if you guys want to know more about these pictures and stuff, I'll keep putting pictures because I have a lot more when that came from. So yeah, if you guys like the pictures, please tell me. And yeah, thanks for all the comments, likes, subscribers, everything like that. You guys are so amazing. And this is a 300 special, but I believe we're on like 337 subscribers now or something like that. Wait, let me just check. I should get this prepared. 339. Wow, we're about to hit 340. Man, I should hurry this up. Wow, thank you everyone. There's so many of you. Not that I'm complaining. I'm not complaining. Please stay. Yeah. See you tomorrow.